And we live in a world where people are just constantly, miscontextualizing statements and blowing them way out of proportion. We've recently seen something very similar to this happen with Sydney Sweeney, who appeared in an American Eagle ad, and she's now being accused of being a Nazi propagandist for saying that she has good genes and for the company standing by that statement. So it's just ridiculous to watch these statements that should be able to be flippantly thrown out into the air for these celebrities be twisted into something so vicious as racism. Like, that's crazy. These words, being called racist, being called a Nazi, being called a bigot, are going to mean nothing the more that we throw them out in this very just flippant manner towards people who are clearly, and I mean clearly, not racist. If you're looking at somebody like Billie Eilish, you could not be more wrong with an accusation of racism, and it means the word racism is going to mean absolutely nothing very soon. Billie Eilish is constantly hanging around people of color. She is influenced by people of color. She is clearly deeply influenced by leftist politics, and I'll drop a bit of evidence in this video right now. She and her brother Phineas endorsed Kamala Harris in this last election and told everybody to go vote for her.
Today is National Voter Registration Day, and we are asking you to please join us in going to iwillvote.com to check your status and vote early like we do.
We are voting for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz because they are fighting to protect our reproductive freedom.
I don't understand that. Like, we're fighting for Tim Walz and Kamala Harris because they're fighting for reproductive freedom. Is your main priority over everything else, over housing, over grocery prices, gas prices, job opportunities, everything like that, your main priority is whether or not you can kill a baby? It's a Supreme Court decision. It's been left up to the states. If Biden and Kamala could have overturned that in the 4 years that they were there in the White House, don't you think they would have? But they can't. They could have tried to restart the process, but did they? No, they didn't. It's been left up to the states. The states decide. How about this? If you're going to consensually lay down to have sex with somebody, you are consenting to the risks involved with that. The risk being maybe catching an STD, making a baby. That is what you are consenting to. On top of obviously consenting to doing the act in general, but that is what you're consenting to. So I love with the whole, like, it's the crowd with the vaccine thing too. Like, oh, you didn't get jabbed and lost your job. That's called a consequence. Okay. That's called coercion, actually. The my body, my choice people. But they'll kill their consequences. They'll snuff the life out of it. If it's inconvenient, kill it. That's your main priority. That's why people were voting for them. Tim Walz, he's like the leader guy of Minnesota or something, isn't he? Is it Minnesota? Something like that. Well, in his state, it's legal for somebody to end the life of a baby after it is out of the womb. And you can fight me all you want on that, but it's true. In his state, he made it legal that if a late-term abortion, the baby is born alive through a botched abortion, they can leave it on the table and let it die. That's Tim Walz for you. That's the Democrats for you. The ones that are all like, let's be progressive and inclusive and everything and include everybody, blah, blah, blah. But, oh, your baby might have a disability. Do you want to kill it? Might be too hard for you. Do you want to kill it? Your baby might have a disability. Oh, your baby was conceived out of something that it literally had no control over at all. But instead of punishing the rapist, we're gonna kill your baby instead. And we're gonna let you know that it's a good idea. And we're going to empower you for that. Like, the amount of people that I heard say, I'm only voting for Kamala because she's protecting reproductive rights. You guys are fucking stupid. You're stupid. Fucking stupid. If a life ends in a procedure and that's called successful, how is that healthcare? How is that healthcare? How is it healthcare when it's considered successful if at least one person dies? And it's considered unsuccessful if both people live. How the fuck is that healthcare? Anyway, I get all ranty about it. I can't believe people But anyway, it looks like Billie's getting a little bit of her karma because the party that you wanted everyone to vote for there, Billie, and the party that you voted for, Billie, are eating you alive now.
Planet and our democracy.
We can't let extremists control our lives, our freedoms, and our future. The only way to stop them and the dangerous Project 2025 agenda is to vote and elect.
We can't let extremists take over our shit. So vote in the people who, want late-term abortions and will allow a child to lay on a table and die after its failed abortion attempt. We don't want extremists, though.
Elect Kamala Harris.
Vote like your life depends on it, because it does.
Go to iwillvote.com and make a plan to vote early.
Love you guys.
That sounds like the actions of a racist ethno-nationalist, does it not? She supported Black Lives Matter. She was at the BLM protests, holding up signs. She put Black Lives Matter on her car. I can't breathe on her car. And she was riding around Los Angeles, I believe, in that very car.
I hope that this
She's
experience wakes her up.
eco-friendly.
I mean, people give me so much for not having paper towels in my house. I've never had paper towels, you just get a cloth wet and you're good.
I heard you were the kid at the birthday party who would carefully unwrap
Yeah,
so you could reuse the tape and wrapping.
Yeah, I was raised to feel this way, but I think I have my mom's gene of really caring about, the world and animals and not wasting things.
She supports the Palestinian people. You could not be more wrong in hurling an accusation of ethno-nationalism towards somebody like Billie Eilish. But now in the culture that we live in, where one statement can just snowball into this massive pylon, that's exactly what we've got in this instance of her making this comment in Ireland. Because you guys need to stop. As somebody who used to be a woke leftist myself, who literally has a little black power fist tattooed on.
I used to be a woke leftist too. When my memories pop up on my feeds and shit, I look at them and I'm like, I could totally debate past me. and present me would destroy past me. Past me was just so naive and just my heart was in the right place. I really did think that I was standing up for the right things, but then I started to realize that maybe these things, maybe not everything needs to be tolerated and not everything needs to be included. Because what started off as a pretty decent, start, I guess, with all of this stuff, this progressive shit, it just opened up so many cans of worms that harmed a lot of those communities that everyone said they were standing up for. And I had to really think about the fact that where am I? What am I doing? Am I helping these communities by standing where I am, or am I hurting these communities where I'm standing where I am? And I realized that being a woke leftist, I was actually destroying the communities that I said that I stood up for by believing the bullshit rhetoric that I was fed because it sounded good. It hit the heartstrings. They really know how to hit your heartstrings and make you feel guilty if you don't say something. And now I realize that, woke leftism actually absolutely destroys all the communities that they say that they stand up for. And that's why I'm not a woke leftist anymore.
On her arm, I have seen